So this is just a video that I'm gonna make about the falling in reverse and icy star situation. I know my opinion isn't really that important, but I figured I'd make a video anyway. No one else likes it. I mean, it's my own documentation, right? Anyways, so for those of you who don't know what happened with the falling in reverse icy star situation, basically, a couple months before the tour, Icy Stars got caught with marijuana in their car, and Ronnie didn't want them on the tour anymore because he's sober and has been sober for 4 years, but so he didn't want them on the tour, and he kicked them off, and that's okay. But what happened afterwards was they decided that they would forfeit their pay, and he sold out, straight up. He sold out and allowed them to do the tour if he got all the money for it and they didn't get their pay. And so he let them back on the tour. But what happened was the night of the Detroit show, which is their hometown show, there was a falling out and he kicked them off the tour and wouldn't let them play their home show. It was decided that night that they were not going to play the tour anymore, and so they weren't allowed to play that night. That's okay. I mean, not to kick them off and just... Because what happened was, people were already there. People were already in line. People drove from far away. People were, they had already paid for their tickets. What do you want them to do? And then what happened was in the middle of the show, people started chanting Icy Stars. I mean, yeah, they paid to see Icy Stars, so they're gonna be upset when you tell them that no, Icy Stars isn't playing, and then you don't explain why. If you're gonna kick them off the tour, at least give people more than a day's notice or something, because they didn't have much notice. It's not like they could get a refund or anything. But he took it a step further, and he started throwing people out of the show and calling them fuckers and pricks or whatever he called them. There's YouTube videos, so I'm not just blabbering. I will put the links in the description box for you, for your convenience. Anyways, but no, and then, okay, is it that he's throwing people out of his show because they aren't there to see him? If you want people to like your band, that is not the way to do it. And then he took it a step further because, no, 2 steps further. The next thing he did that was, really messed up was someone was angry and was coming to attack people and crowd surfing their way to the front to attack people. Okay. This is how you deal with those people. You get security to throw them out. You do not, as an artist, take it upon yourself to spit on them. Never. Because in that case, you are sinking to their level. In my opinion, Ronnie is in no way better than that guy crowd surfing up to attack. Because he stooped to this exact same low. So how is he any better, and how can he talk about disrespectful people? You gotta give respect to get respect, and I just want to be respected. Well, you're not gonna be respected if you don't respect. If someone disrespects you, show them respect back. Be the bigger person. You don't have to sink to their low, but apparently he feels the need to sink to their low, and he did. And then the major part that I don't agree with. Major. You never do this. He called Icy Stars an auto-tuned piece of shit. And said at his concert that people are there to listen to real music like his. Well, for one, that is subjective. And that is completely an opinion. And he is up there preaching it like it's fact, and people are cheering him on. Okay, you may not like the band, Icy Stars. I personally, I don't know if I'm a fan. I listen to their music, but I listen to their music no more than I listened to Falling in Reverse. But it was, that goes beyond. If you don't like the person, okay, that's one thing. Do not insult their music. Do not insult their fans. Because by insulting the music, you in turn are insulting the fans. You're saying they don't listen to real music and they listen to auto-tuned crap. No. That is really disrespectful. Oh, and another thing he did was he tweeted that people come to their shows to see them and everything else is irrelevant. So if you ever opened for Falling in Reverse, or him, or anyone else associated with him, apparently you aren't relevant and you don't matter and no one is there to see you. Which is also ironic because I was watching one of the YouTube videos and the people chanting I See Stars, they were really loud and there was a lot of them. And they did make a difference. And so by saying that, like, he's just proving himself wrong. He seems like he's desperately trying to, like, prove himself because he keeps showing crowd shots. All these people are here to see me and us and look how far we've made it in a year. And it's just like, you haven't made it that far. Like, yeah, your band is famous, sure, in the scene world, but I'm sure if you walked out to Subway, no one would know who you are. So that's my opinion.